Every great story has a main character, and the truth is that main character often has to go through trials and tribulations before they really reach their success and become victorious. The truth is, your life is the exact same. The real question is, are you spectating, are you reading, or are you actually the main character and living your life taking ownership of it? Let's go ahead and find out. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Success Spectrum podcast. I'm your host, Kadeem McLean, and today I just want to ask you a question. Are you a spectator? Are you a reader? Or are you that main character? The reason I ask you this is because there's three main characters in, let's say, every story, right? You pick up a book, you read it, there's spectators in the book, there's readers, of course, you reading it, but then there's the main character in the book. And I look at our lives as being the same thing, but let's first define those three roles, right? A spectator, you're on the sideline, you're watching other people live out their story. You're not invested in your own story as a spectator. The reader, you're consuming the stories, the ideas, the knowledge, but you're never really fully living them out. And the main character, of course, you step into the arena, you face the pain, you embrace the storm and transform. And that is, of course, where we all want to be, the main story. Because without the main character, without being the main character, of course, you're not really getting anything done. You're just spectating. You're taking notes, not taking action. And the goal is to take action and not take notes. Shout out to Al. I heard that from my friend Al. So if you're going to live out your purpose, you cannot stay in spectator or just reader mode. We got to move into being the main character. The main character is dangerous, though. For a lot of us, it seems dangerous and painful because we really got to take ownership. And taking ownership means taking accountability. And not enough of us, or a lot of us, want to take accountability to say, you know what? My life is the way it is because of me. It's a harsh truth, but my life is the way it is because of me. It didn't start out like this because of you. You didn't necessarily have control over that. However, you are still where you are because of you. Forgive me for the harsh truth, but you are where you are because of you. At some point, you've got to claim the role of the main character in your story. And if you do not, you will continue going down this rabbit hole, let's call it. So we've all heard about the hero's journey before. And the hero's journey, just to give you an idea, again, every main character suffers. They've got to go through some type of trial and tribulation. Let's just use Batman as an example. He lost his parents. Spider-Man lost his uncle. There's so many different characters you can look at, right? Harry Potter lost his parents. There's a theme here. But Harry Potter lost his parents and was basically scarred from, the evil, Voldemort. So every main character you can think of has gone through some type of trial and tribulation. I gotta take a step back. I don't want to continue without mentioning Simba. Lost his father, lost his home as well, and got banished from his home, right? Pride Rock. So again, every main character has a setback, has trials and tribulations, storms they got to go through, challenges they have to overcome. But here's the thing about that. They get knocked down, they get betrayed, they get overlooked and tested. But those trials, they're not designed to take them out. Those trials are actually designed to elevate them and to help them grow into the person they need to be so that they can reach their victory. That was not meant to rhyme, but thank God it did. So at the same time, for you, that is also true. You are going through trials and tribulations. You have gone through or are about to go through some trials and tribulations. The storm is there. The storm is there. The question is, are you going to move towards the storm? Are you going to continue trying to outrun the storm? Or are you just going to sit there and let the storm pass? The question is up to you to answer. What are you going to do? Because whatever storm you're currently walking through right now, it's not there to destroy you. It is there to grow you, to change you, to cleanse you, to help you elevate into the person you are meant to be, who can achieve that victory that you're aiming for. Whatever that victory might be, you might be able to become a better father, a better wife, a better mother, a better husband, whatever it might be, a better business owner, right? A better friend, brother, cousin, sister, whatever it might be, right? Community leader. But you are constantly trying to outrun the storm. You will not get there by outrunning the storm. I don't even want to say you can get there by sitting in the storm, because it's going to be worse for you as well. Buffaloes, right? The animal, buffaloes. They don't run away from the storm. They don't sit and wait for the storm to pass. Why? Because if you try to outrun that storm, you're actually running with the storm, and it is going to still reach you, and you're going to stay in that storm longer as it passes. If you sit still, let's say it might eventually pass, but the damage might be worse. However, buffalo, they run to the storm because they know running to the storm or towards the storm, they will get out on the other side faster with less damage. As a subscriber to this podcast or a listener to this podcast, I want to give you $30. How am I going to do that? Enter Rakuten. Rakuten is a platform where you can find deals of the week. And on here, it doesn't matter if you're looking for clothes, doesn't matter if you're looking for electronics, services, food, you can get cash back. $30 cash back, rather 30%, 20%, 4%. You can get Dyson Yeti. I know a lot of us need to file our taxes. Those of us who are late, you can use Intuit TurboTax to file your taxes. Ancestry. There are deals upon deals on here. And here's how it's going to work. I refer you. You click the link in the description. You spend $30 on this platform. Guess what? We both get $30 back. Sounds like a win-win deal, doesn't it? Go ahead and click that link in the description and get yourself your $30. So again, they come out of that storm a better version of themselves. You will come out of the storm if you run towards it, you accept the challenge, a better version of you, and you will be, let's say, victorious in terms of whatever goal you're aiming for to achieve, that person you're aiming to become. When you run towards the storm, that is what will happen. All of these main characters, when they finally dealt with the pain of their past, the pain of their loss, then they emerged into the victorious character in that story, right? There are others, let's say, again, that's why I'm saying you can be the spectator of your life, you can kind of be the reader of your life, or you can be the main character who runs to that storm, goes through it, and comes out on the other side a better version of you. The choice is yours. You just got to make it. And again, no matter which path you are deciding on, you will face storms. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will face storms. All of us will. It's a part of life. Again, some of us will try to outrun that storm and make things worse. Some of us will sit in it and still make things worse. But until you run to that storm, towards it, then that is the best course of action, I believe, that you can take, because that will lead you to becoming the person who can handle that responsibility and achieve that victory. But here's the issue now. A lot of us are spectators. A lot of us are readers. Not enough of us are the main character. A lot of us just hope and wish for the refining without going through the process. We hope to come out a better version of ourselves, a better, let's say, forged steel without going through the forge, without going through the fire. But you have to go through the fire. You have to go through the storm to come out a better version. It doesn't work. You don't become refined without going through something. Hence why this hero's journey, they all start at the bottom, let's say, at a low point. They go through the trials and tribulations, and then they come out the other side a better version at a high point, because they went through the forge, they went through the storm, they went through the fire. It's synonymous with life. We have to go through the storm. We have to go through that fire. Avoiding these situations, that hard conversation with your wife, your husband, your spouse, your children, whoever it might be. The hard conversation with your boss, your manager. That hard decision you've got to make to leave that relationship, to get into that relationship, to go back out dating, to get into that business interaction or that business negotiation, right? To go back to school, to accept that job offer. All of these things, you have to accept it. If it is in alignment with you mentally, spiritually, and your values, and of course what you're going after for your goals, then yes, accept the challenge. Because without accepting that challenge, again, just look at any of your favorite stories, your favorite characters, they went through trials and tribulations. So again, I ask you, will you be the main character in your story, or will you just continue to be a reader of your own story, or even a spectator? When I say the storm cleanses you, let me give you a little bit more detail. What I mean is a lot of us are carrying thoughts, certain beliefs, certain baggage from our past. And a lot of that is from some of the trials or tribulations we may have gone through in the past. The storm, going through the storm and accepting those challenges, it helps us to get rid of those negative thoughts holding us back, that negative baggage holding us back, that negative or incorrect beliefs. And therefore, we walk lighter. We think more clearly. We act, therefore, more clearly. And we move with precision in a certain direction. So that is what I'm referring to when I say the storm cleanses you, because it gets rid of all your weaknesses. It gets rid of all that junk. And therefore, again, we can walk lighter, we can move with more direction and clarity, and of course, be more resilient and be strengthened, right? It allows you it shows you what you're really made of. I'll put it that way, because without those challenges, we don't know what we're really made of. We can sit here and think, oh yeah, I'm great, I'm so on and so forth. Yeah, okay, but we don't know. That's just potential. And the goal is not to move, or to rather stay or live in potential. I've said it before on here. It got to a point in my life where I was annoyed and tired of people telling me you got potential. And you should be tired of it too, because you don't want to live in potential. If people are constantly telling you you've got potential, when are you going to really activate that potential? When are you going to obtain or acquire or utilize that to become whatever that potential is? Because if you just sit there, oh yeah, you've got potential. Okay, great. That means you can do something, but are you going to do something? That means you can become something. Are you going to become it? Or are you just going to sit there saying, oh, I could if I wanted? Because to me, I had to tell myself, shame on me if people are telling me I got potential, because that's an issue with me. So I don't want to say shame on you, but shame on you, because you're sitting there saying, oh, it's so great when people tell me I got potential. Get over it. Do something with it. Activate that potential. The way to activate that potential, you accept the challenge, you accept the storm, you move towards the storm, and you stay in it, going through it long enough to the point that you come out victorious and successful. Successful, again, however you define success, not how others define it, however you define success. And I promise you, going through that storm, you will come out transformed, a better, different version of yourself that you will be proud of. That's the most important piece. You will be proud of who you become on the other side of it. So my plea to you again today is to accept it. Don't run from it. Don't numb it. Don't try to shut down the thoughts and ignore the thoughts, but move through it, step into the storm, and do the work. Because as soon as you do the work, I promise you life will get better, right? And again, I always say this, I haven't said it enough recently. I'm not trying to talk at you. I am human. I am flawed. So I speak first to myself, and then secondly to whoever wants to hear it, so that they can hear a message that they want to hear and take what they want to take from it. So I'm speaking to me, but I'm speaking to you, if you get what I mean. So every great main character, again, they eventually win. That's only because they stick with it. Not because life spared them struggles, but because they stuck to it. They refused to quit. And when the struggle came, they continued stepping forward with whatever energy they had. MLK, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. If you cannot crawl, I'm going to add something to it, roll. Whatever you got to do, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. You are the main character in your own story, and you better act like it. Because if you don't, life will continue to pass you by, and you will look back and feel like, what in the world did I do with my life? Take ownership, take action, and take off, right? Take ownership, take action, and do something with your life. Now, if you want help to step into your story with clarity and purpose, go ahead and click that self-mastery link below to get my one-on-one coaching call. And I look forward to helping you out, whoever clicks on it. And I do have a discount right now, a little sale going on. So click it, check it out. And if this was helpful for you, again, send it to somebody who you know can benefit from it. I appreciate you for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one.